Howdy folks, Little John, and about to undertake what is going to be possibly the quickest beer review I've ever done, or taste testing. This is the ginger beer that I brewed back about a month ago. I haven't actually got written here what date it was. I've actually got very bloody little in the way of information written here in front of me, which is really good. But I will put a link up to the video. But this is a ginger beer I brewed basically with ginger, chili, with raw sugar, brown sugar, and I used a little bit of stuff from a kit which I'd gotten from Northern Brewer in Woonona down there in Wollongong. A little pack. I'd intended on doing a can, I got that. So I brewed it up with that, and with the sugar mix that came with that pack. There was a essence liquid in there, which I mentioned during the video, and which was designed to go in 3 days before we actually bottled the brew once it had finished fermenting. I thought the brew itself tasted fine once it had finished, and I didn't want to put that essence in there, so I didn't. So I just left it at that point and just went ahead and bottled. So don't know what effect that will have, but anyway. So I bottled this on the 31st of August. So it's been 3.5 weeks. Put the first bottle in the fridge yesterday. It's been sitting around here. So it's not real highly carved. It smells like ginger beer, and it's very clear. It's very light coloured. It was very ginger beer looking. Had that whitish milky look when I first went to the fermenter, and so I don't know whether that essence would have an effect on that. I bottled a carton, or a crate, of Stubbies, which came out at 4.2% alcohol. The rest of the batch I put into a 9 litre keg with 1.5 litres of homemade bourbon. And so it's on tap, and I've had a couple of those over the last couple of weeks. And it works out to be 9.4% alcohol in the keg. So it's not a drink to be taken lightly. But as I said, this is the bottled version. So it's poured absolutely no head at all. The carbonation is fairly light, and I haven't even marked here how I've carved this, so I don't even know how much I've used. But I imagine it was probably around 2/3 of a carb drop. I don't think I used a full carb drop in the bottle. Can't say for sure. I haven't written it down. I've really been a bit slack on that. But as I said, it smells like ginger beer. It's not real big body smell, but oh, it's nice. It's very nice. Okay, it's not real bitey. There's a nice ginger there, and you can just feel it on the lips. But it's not a bitey ginger beer. I think I did comment on that in the video when I was making it. I do like that stony sort of effect with a little bit of dryness and a little bit of bite. And certainly, I don't think it's come out at that point. There's still some sweetness in there, and again, so I've not actually written down the gravity on this at all, not even the bottling gravity. Sure, if I go back through the video, I can probably work it out. And I'll have a look and I'll see, and I might be able to log it into the comments. Because it's sweeter than I was expecting, but at the same time, it's not that soft drink sweet. There's just a nice amount there at the back. And it's working really nicely with the dryness. There's enough dryness in there that you can feel it. You can notice on the front of the mouth when you're first drinking. But then the sweetness comes in and stops your mouth from drying out and stops that burn from really kicking in. So it works really nice. I've been waiting to try the bottle because in the keg with the bourbon it is quite dry. It is a lot drier than what it is here. But obviously the bourbon's going to have that effect, and no sugar carving from the bottle carb either. Might be having some effect on that as well. But no, I am really happy with that. As I said, I've done a ginger beer before, which was similar in the ginger and the chili component and the sugars, but I used a flavouring pack from the Country Brewer, and I've worked somewhat down the line of Kingsley's ginger beer recipe, which is very popular. But at the same time it's still a little bit off. That recipe is based on using an actual kit tin, and I've got to say, look, using a tin, this would be seriously much more gingery, and in fact would probably be more drying and more mouth puckering, and probably have a little bit more burn. So depending on what kind of GB you're after, this might be too sweet for you. And for me, it probably is a little bit too sweet. Oh, but it's bloody, geez, it's bloody drinkable though. Fair dinkum, you could just slam that into yourself. Yeah, the reality is I would like it to have a little more ginger in it. So perhaps that, that liquid essence, that ginger beer essence may have been warranted in this fella. And it definitely doesn't have the ginger beer bite that my last batch did, using that booster from the Country Brewer, which is probably a similar sort of thing. So, given that outcome, I really think if you want to make yourself a ginger beer, make a good ginger beer, forget the tins. You don't need them. Look at those, go back and have a look at this recipe. I seriously think just taking that recipe and building it up further, more ginger, a bit more sugar, to bring it up, a little bit more chili, and I think you're going to make an absolutely cracking ginger beer without the need to put any of that fakeness that you get in the tins with it. I just don't see it. I think this is just, it's that far from being just really, really bloody good, and being completely made from natural ingredients. Ginger, chili, some raw sugar, brown sugar, a bit of lemon, some lime leaves, and I think, and you're there. You don't need this other stuff. Is it going to cost you a little bit? It's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little price, but realistically, I don't see it being anything over $50 to knock out, you know, a 23 litre batch. Yeah, 2.5 cartons for $50. It's full strength, the same as drinking beer. Mix it with your favourite spirits. Yeah, throw a bit more sugar in it, bung it up a little bit. You could knock this up to 5.5% without any real trouble. And realistically, you could probably get that with no effort and still get a really nice, you know, same sort of flavour. So if you're looking to do yourself a ginger beer, if you've never done one, or you're just looking for something a little bit different, you weren't real happy with, you know, the tin that you've made, jump on, give this a crack, play around with it. Take those recommendations and add them, because this is bloody nice. So, if you got any questions on the process, any comments, anything you want to share about your ginger beer or how you go about doing it, yeah, no, put them down the bottom. We'll answer them. If you haven't subscribed to Little John's, hit the button down there. It said subscribe. Makes it easy to find it. There's a bell there. Hit that as well. Let you know when new videos come up. Because this is what we're doing. We're making beers. We're playing around. We're doing things. We're trying stuff. Playing with ingredients and processes. Making the best beers we can. But that's me for now. So, Little John, till I see you again. And we're brewing beer. We're drinking beer. We're talking beer. Good brewing.